Dada Sham, each and every one of you. I'm so happy that the bridge builders of Pune have organized this wonderful workshop on mindful or mindful. Yes, it is true that life for all of us has changed. The pandemic, the lockdown has made some of us understand what are our strengths and what are our weaknesses, isn't it? Because we have got time to spend with ourselves. So we have understood what are our strengths and what are our weaknesses. But the question arises, how do we take on to new challenges that stand ahead of us? Beloved Dada has given us the triple gift of hope, of faith, and of optimism, which, if we use, we can tide over any challenge, any crisis, any difficulty with courage and with confidence. When I think of the word mindful, a quotation from the Bhagavad Gita immediately comes to my mind. The quotation says, "The mind can be your best friend, or it can be your worst enemy. It depends on how you discipline the mind and use it to grow, to become better human beings." When we talk about disciplining the mind, the very first thing that comes to our mind is yoga and meditation. Yoga not only helps you to make your body healthy, your mind disciplined and focused, but it unites you with the Supreme. It unites your spirit with the Supreme. And isn't that the purpose of the life of each and every one of us? Let me tell you a small incident from our life, from the life of our beloved Dada. A person comes to beloved Dada and he says, "Why is it that I am so unhappy? I'm healthy, I'm wise, I'm gifted, and believe me, I have traveled almost to every corner of the world, but still my life is so miserable." And what does Dada tell him? "Yes, I understand that you're healthy, that you're wealthy, that you're gifted, and you have traveled so much. But you just make one mistake. What is it? Wherever you go, you carry yourself with you. And that is the cause of your misery. It is because our mind is attached to our body and senses. Therefore, we lead miserable lives. If the mind is detached and it associates itself with the spirit, then we would live truly peaceful and happy lives. Isn't it? What is the definition of yoga? What is yoga? This was the question which we asked our beloved master, our beloved Dada. And on different occasions, on every occasion, he gave us a different answer. And on this particular occasion, what did he say to us? To me, yoga is to do my duty. And in the midst of all difficulties and dangers, to have peace within. Just imagine, in the midst of all difficulties and dangers, to have peace within. Storms may blow around you, yet you do not lose your inner peace. Is this not what we all are seeking today, especially during these times? Isn't this the one urgent need? Isn't this the one call of every heart? Beloved Dada himself was a true yogi. He was a Yug Purush. Not only did he live in the world, but he lived in the world, but he was not of the world. He did not allow worldliness to enter. Living moving, speaking, talking amidst us, yet detached, completely detached in spirit. His body, his mind were focused, were disciplined. His body and mind were united with God. He did his duty and more. He gave unconditional love, unconditional service to each and every one. And he was steadfast. No one, no circumstance could shake his steadfastness. Not only was he steadfast, not only was he balanced, but in his presence, we experienced peace and true tranquility. And he lived the words of his favorite prayer: in pleasure and pain, in loss and gain, in joy and sorrow, thy will be done, beloved, thy will be done. Time fails me, but not incidents from his life. Yet I will just narrate one more incident before I close. Beloved Dada was still a youth. He was just around 17 or 18 years old when his master, revered Sadhu Vaswani, asked him, "My beloved child, can you tell me what is the deepest aspiration of your heart?" And what does beloved Dada say? The deepest aspiration of my heart is to experience samadhi. I want to see God face to face. And what does his master tell him? Yes, I too want you to experience samadhi. I too want you to have a vision of God. But I want you to have a vision of God with open eyes. You must, with open eyes, see God in everything around you, in men and in creatures, in every atom of an atom, and in the Atman within. And I must tell you that to the letter, beloved Dada lived so. He saw God, he beheld God. To him, everyone was a living, moving picture of God. He saw the presence of God in everything around him. Not only that, in his presence, as I said, we beheld the face of God. To us, he himself was God. The essence of beloved Dada's life, what was it? To see God in all. And he ignited that spark of divinity in the lives of millions, not only who came in contact with him, but even in the lives of millions whom his light reached. Let us bow down to him and seek his blessings on this sacred day. And I breathe out this aspiration, this little aspiration, that let yoga lead us to mindfulness, to higher consciousness, to oneness, which is the goal and the purpose of the life of each and every one of us. Dada Sham.